call upon Mr. Vivek Chandra to please come up on stage. Exceptional Leader of Excellence. If I can please call upon Kiran Sharma, Bride and Groom, the complete fashion and lifestyle exhibition. Kiran Sharma, please come up on stage. Exceptional Women of Excellence. If I can invite the entire panel to come up on stage for a quick photograph. Ladies and gentlemen.
Just want to mention that Dr. Harbeen Arora has been re-christianed Dr. Kamal Arora.
It's hug time. Hug. I just want to quickly ask if the students of the Scottish High International School are here. Are the students here with us? Ah, okay. Riddhi is here, and Shrishti, great. And is Nabia Rao also here? And Isabel? So we are talking to, we have the energy, this beautiful vibration of all these lovely Venkateshwar students in the house. This is for you guys. You're so amazing. I'd like to invite these lovely girls, Riddhi and Shrishti. We're in conversation with young leaders. Let's give them a little bit of goodwill. Students traveling from Mumbai? Are you guys traveling from Mumbai? Delhi? Gurgaon? Okay. Scottish High International School. Welcome, girls.
Good morning to one and all present here. I'm Riddhi Batu from Scottish High International School. I'm extremely humbled and honored to be receiving the award for the title Young Leaders Creating a Better World for All. If you ask me what my life story is, it is actually something so simple, yet sometimes so hard to achieve, and that is being happy. I remember being asked when I was young by my school teachers and parents that what I wanted to be when I grew up. And my answer to that was just a 5-letter word, which is happy. My parents were a little skeptical about it and said that I was too much in my comfort zone and that I must step out and challenge myself and get the facts right. This got me thinking, and I started looking for answers about what actually happiness is, as each and every one of us are looking for it. The answer was actually scientifically given to me, and that we feel happy when our body releases 4 hormones, which are namely endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. Let's talk about the first hormone, which is endorphins. Endorphins are released when we do any type of exercise or physical activity that pleases us. For me, ever since my childhood, I have loved and enjoyed dancing. I'm a trained jazz dancer, but I do not like to restrict myself, and I love to perform all kinds of dance forms. I always participate in all the events that take place in my school. I also danced in the opening ceremony of the IC3 conference, which was held in New Delhi, and I could not wipe off the smile which was on my face, depicting my internal happiness. Secondly, comes dopamine. This hormone is released when we feel a sense of achievement, be it small or big, in the little things we do. As one should always start at home, I noticed that there was no proper waste segregation happening in my community, and that led me to bring about the Khamba process, which is now taking place. The biodegradable waste is now being converted into organic manure, which is being used in our parks. Taking this initiative made me feel joyous, and I felt like I was on the right path to bring a change and help the environment in a very small but effective way. Soon after, I came up with the idea of Era pencils, a unique pencil which has an eraser covering instead of wood, hence helping in saving the trees from being cut down. The eraser covering can be used up, and there's almost no wastage for the same. This is a product which my friend and I have come up with and made a business plan for the same and participated in the Tea Gulp Harmony as well. Even at receiving this award, I bet my dopamine levels are shooting up. Thirdly comes serotonin. This hormone is released when we benefit others. I'm a volunteer at Earth Saviors Organization, an NGO, where helpless old people who are mentally or physically challenged are given a home to live in. I got to know about this foundation through my mother, and I make sure to donate my time and materials that are needed by them. All they need is a person to whom they can talk to, listen to their struggles, their hardships, and what they go through. Every time I visit there, my heart fills up, and it makes me understand the importance and challenges of life. Lastly comes oxytocin, which is released when we become close to other human beings. When we hug our friend and family and get support from them, various level of oxytocin is released, and we all agree that we do need a love and affection to keep ourselves going. An amalgamation of all of these hormones results in a person being happy, and I hope to continue on this path. To conclude, I cannot end without mentioning an important, meaningful book to read, which is Die Empty by Todd Henry. This book laid a huge impact on me. He mentioned that never die rich, instead die empty. This means that each and every human being should pour out their energies and ideas into their communities and turn it into something useful before it's too late. It is necessary to be selfless and give back as much as possible. Again, I would like to thank the Women Economic Forum for giving me this award and a platform to tell my small, humble story. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you so much, Shrishti. You're a great orator, but it's easy to tell you're a wise old soul. You're a wise old soul. Thank you. I invite Riddhi. Shrishti. Riddhi. Riddhi Shrishti.
A very good morning to one and all present here. It's a privilege for me to be at this platform today. There is a model in the field of psychology known as Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This 5-stage model depicts the needs that people are motivated to fulfill in their lives. And once a certain need is fulfilled, they get motivated to fulfill the needs on the next level. The 5 levels consist of physiological needs, security needs, social needs, esteem needs, and the topmost level, self-actualization. The first level of this hierarchy talks about the basic human needs, food, clothing, and shelter. Moving up, we have safety needs, consisting of security, law, and order. The third level is of social needs, which are the needs of belongingness and interpersonal relationships. I've been privileged enough to be provided with these throughout my life. Reaching up to esteem needs, the need for recognition and appreciation of one's work, I don't suppose there is a better platform than where I am today. But as of late, I've begun to see how there are a large number of people around me who have barely had any of the privileges that I've been blessed to receive. Initially, I began tying up as a volunteer with the likes of CRY and the Red Cross Foundation, helping out in teaching underprivileged children and conducting medical camps really brought me to understand the conditions of people within our society and made me realize how much I could potentially do. Queen Elizabeth II mentioned, even with the inspiration of others, it's understandable that we sometimes think the world's problems are so big that we can do little to help. On our own, we cannot end wars or wipe out injustice, but the cumulative impact of thousands of small acts of goodness can be bigger than we imagine. I truly do believe that small steps taken by each one of us, be they in our school, our workplace, or even within our homes, can transform lives and the fate of this planet. Coming back to the model I mentioned, I've been taking various small steps to ensure that people receive the most basic things that are essential to their life. Primarily, this consists of pure air and a clean environment, for which I've been part of numerous plantations and land rejuvenation drives, as well as a cleanliness drive in the Aravalli Hills. Lily Tomlin rightly said, "I've always wondered why somebody doesn't do something about that. Then I realized I was somebody." That somebody can be a social worker, a compassionate soul, or an aspiring world changer. It's true that helping others does not require a large number of people or a huge sum of funding. In fact, it is truly only the thought that counts. We can initiate a method to help others from within the four walls of our homes. Following suit, I've been involved in a donation drive in my society and a few others around me, where, along with a few of my friends, I've been collecting old clothes, books, and toys which can be donated to orphanages. In my experiences, I've also come to understand that sometimes what someone requires is just a hand of compassion. My regular interaction with students with autism, participation in autism awareness drives, as well as constant visits to government schools in the region have definitely helped me evolve as a more empathetic human being. I've conducted baking activities as well as dance performances with these special students, whereas in my government school visits, I've been able to educate children about the importance of cleanliness and the need to save the environment, as well as carry out a number of team-building exercises among them. All we need to bring is one small change, not necessarily a large-scale movement, perhaps just a small proceed or a single plant or just a few minutes spent with someone each day. One small step, and together we'd be able to walk miles. Thank you.
Thank you for inspiring us with the beautiful give back to the community and to the society that both of you do. I understand why your school chose the two of you to represent women of tomorrow. Young girls who are going to go out there and change the world. In fact, you already are. We're so proud of you, both of you. And for that, we want to award you a small token of our affection. Harbeen, if you could present to Riddhi Batu, a young leader creating a better world for all award at the Women Economic Forum. We congratulate you, Riddhi. Shrishti Khurana, please accept your award as also a young leader creating a better world for all. Let's go.
We need some
Let's
support
go.
for
Take
our
a
fellow
walk.
Students, ladies
Take
and
a
gentlemen.
walk. We need you
One
to
more.
do.
You guys do a big round like that, like a train, like a rail gaddi.
Yeah, like Riddhi was saying, right? We need a little bit of serotonin. We need a little bit of oxytocin. We need some hugs. Let's do a hugging drive. Let's do a hugging drive. Each one hug one. And make it a 5-second hug to really release the beautiful
serotonin. कुछ लगा दो थोड़ा सा. What's your name? Ashmin. Ball of energy. Ashmin. I want everyone also to say hello to Nigeria on your right. All our sisters from Nigeria. The delegation led by, do I see her? By the one and only Eben Faludu, who is also heading the Women Economic Forum in December in Nigeria this year. So see you in Nigeria, everybody. And Ebun is also leading the All Ladies League chapter in Nigeria. And she's also a media tycoon in Nigeria. This lady wears multiple hats. Let no one be sitting in this room. Nigeria, can you travel to this side of the room? Yeah, we are family. Can we make it family train like we always do? Family train. Get on
as we come to get our share of this world's delight. High hopes we had for the future.
It is our last day to be on this love train.
No, we don't get depressed.
Let nobody be excluded. Everybody going on the love train.
Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong. Oh no, this is our family jewel. We are family. Sing it to me. I got all my sisters with me. Sing it to me. I can hear you guys. Everybody sing. Have faith in you and the things you do. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. We are family.
Yeah. Okay, I want you to stay wherever you are. Freeze. 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 And now shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. And now grab somebody in front or behind you.
Grab, not hug yet.
Grab them. Give them a hug.
Okay, hug finally.
Say, I love you. And if you don't know their name or their country, just exchange the energy a little bit. This is your new soul sister, or your soul baby, or your soul mama.
A big round of applause.
And now,
Yeah, please. No.
you guys were so beautiful. Please find your seats and sit. Sit down. We have a very important session now. You guys were so beautiful. What an amazing exchange of energies and love and light from, you know how many countries? 200. 100, 200, same difference.
We keep expanding.
After 20, it doesn't matter. Because we have for you now. Who is interested in luxury? Anybody interested in luxury? Because we reinvented luxury yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Luxury is breath. Luxury is Mama Earth. Luxury is being in this room with this family, right? So who is interested in luxury? We're not. Because we are reinventing luxury once again, because we're going beyond the labels. We're talking about the little details that matter. We're not talking about the opulence. We're not talking about the ornateness. We're talking about things that matter with people who matter. You're going to meet some of the most influential people from India with experience. This is going to be very precious, with experience of multiple decades, probably a century, accumulated between the panelists today. As we invite them and as we meet with them, these are the stalwarts from hospitality, from design, from luxury, from high-end brands, all of it. So we invite you to join us in this discussion. Please welcome this lovely lady coming on the main stage, somebody who has been generous and kind enough to also curate this powerful session with influential people from across the board. I welcome Dinaz Madhukar, the Executive Vice President of DLF Luxury, Retail and Hospitality. one of the premier brands that we know in this country, in luxury, in real estate, I also invite to join us on stage Dilip Puri, the founder and Chief Executive Officer of Indian School of Hospitality. An honor to invite the icon in the world of fashion and design, a name you know, a face you know, the label you know. I invite Suneet Wama. A designer of international repute. Ladies and gentlemen, in the house, Suneet Wama, in flesh and blood. Akash Puri. Welcoming Mr. Puri, the Director International of India Sotheby's International Realty. Welcoming Jyotika Jalani, an entrepreneur and founder of Jahnavi. What an honor to have these preeminent personalities in the house with us in an intimate conversation on day 6 of the Women Economic Forum in New Delhi. This only happens once. So bring your energies and your heart open